Welcome back to FTL. Maybe you'd believe that if you didn't look at the thing and you just closed your eyes and you listened to the music. You'd be like, oh, right. Same composer. I just, like, opened the game and was just... Before I started recording, I was like, man, this is some good music. Fucking FTL needs a sequel. Please. Also, good music. Hi, everybody out there in video land. Welcome to another Subnautica Below Zero. Today, I will try to reach the surface again. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Surviving either a heat wave or a flood or whatever the fuck is going on out there. It's something new every day, it seems. I think, in New York, we had a pretty nasty heat wave, and we were told to, it's like, don't be careful with your air conditioner. Don't turn your air conditioner on, because that might use too much power. Meanwhile, people are making posts about, why don't you turn Times Square off? It's like there's just one switch. You just flick the switch, Times Square turns off. So, welcome back to Subnautica. What do we do? Last time, there was a bunch of base management. And, of course, I have the option to continue doing base stuff. I wanted to build those fins that, you know, the good fins. The ones that recharge your shit. But I can't really do that right this second because I need polyaniline. Which sounds like a Radiohead B-side. Gold hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is young cotton anemone times 3. And salt. Now, I think I know where that is. There's like a giant mushroom you can swim into. I think. It's probably not that, but that's... My initial reaction is that. Here's what I'd like to do, though. I want to make another... Well, I could do ion power cell. Battery times 2 silicon rubber. I want to do an ion battery. Lithium, gold, silver, ore. Make a couple of these, actually. Lithium, gold, silver, ore. Lithium, silver, ore. Now, I want to do this so I have to spend less time charging. So that's, I got 2 of those now. Ideally, I'd like one more. Don't sort your inventory, folks. Just don't do it. Or you can get Desert to do it for you, if it's 7 days to die. Silicone, rubber, and wiring kit. Find seed cluster. And silver ore times 2. Hang on. What am I doing with these? Silver ore times 2. Silver ore is not that hard to come by. Okay, we need the seed cluster. RimWorld. Newest expansion revealed. It's the ideology expansion. So, my first reaction was, oh great, more reasons for my colonists to hate each other. My next reaction was that the 1.3 version of RimWorld, the update, will in fact include animal pens. You can write with them. That was a bad joke. But yeah, you get the idea. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of updates. There's beards now, which, as we all know, is the most important update. Oh, that was the wrong... You know, that was... Loki, that was the wrong one, Loki. Why don't we all just sit down and have a kumbaya session? There are other updates too, like you can see damage on your pawns in RimWorld when they take too much damage. Stuff like that. Like there's a huge changelog. For RimWorld 1.3 plus the expansion. It's also probably going to break a lot of my mods. So I'm just expecting that to happen. They've given apparently mod support is priority. It's nice to see a developer give a shit about mods. And so they are going to try to make it easier for mods to work. And I think the other thing they're gonna do is not connect the sea truck to the rest of the sea truck. Isn't that supposed to work automatically? The other thing they're gonna do is they have a beta branch that it's in right now, so that way the modders can get their stuff all ready to go. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. You know, it's probably not going to work all that great for the playthrough I'm doing now. And so I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to play this. You know, am I going to try to use my current RimWorld to play the update and just hope that nothing breaks? Or do I start fresh, you know, and just check it out for a little bit until, like, Season 3? I don't know. Alright, I think, again, this is the surface episode, which was probably an episode I wasn't looking forward to all that much. But I think it'll be interesting to see what the surface holds. I mean, I'm not playing Subnautica, I'm not playing Surfnautica. Or post-Melonica. Okay, hang on one second. Just trying to catch my bearings here. I think that, yep, that's it right there, I think. Alright, gonna need some food. And drink, but don't worry. Piss is on the way. I have been watching... God. So, maybe I'm a little too into ducks at the moment, but there's a channel that was recommended to me that I'm enjoying a lot, and the channel is called... So let me just get this, because I don't... Goldshaw Farms. And it's this dude who runs a farm in, I think, Vermont. And he has ducks, geese, a guard dog, a barn cat, and yeah, and he just, you know, shows you how he goes about his day and hatches ducks and geese and, you know, goslings. It's a really fascinating channel. I never thought I would watch a channel like this. But it's really interesting to see, like, how the ducks grow and, you know, what he does with them. And he has an expression, release the quackin', which is like a group of ducks that he keeps in the pen, and then when he opens it, he screams, release the quackin'. It sounds awful. The way I'm describing it does not sound entertaining in the slightest, but it is a very entertaining channel. I mean, with thumbnails like this, how could you go wrong? My goose has arms. Speaking of, though, I do have, really quickly, I do have a little update. I have just a little baby duck update. That's them. I noticed last week sometime that, this duck over here had babies. Just out of nowhere. Also note the ducks in the background chasing the bird. It's really great. So these babies, I fed them oats. They don't like grapes. Crushed up grapes. They don't like them. They like oats, though. And, yeah, they just chill, and they just wait for people to show up. And they're pretty cool. They don't do much, but they're nice to look at. I have to say, this summer has been very good for my mental health. And, yeah, just going to see a duck every now and then helps. It's weird to say that, but it does. I'm not going to be running a farm anytime soon. But... well, you know, I also said I wasn't going to get addicted to opening packs of Pokemon cards. We all know how that went. The farm season has arrived. I'll just play Stardew Valley instead. But it's been fun watching, like, the geese. The geese are basically little dinosaurs. They have gone from being babies into, like, they look like regular-ass geese, but they still make peep-peep noises. And there's, like, a second goose family that chills with them. Like, they have friends. But they antagonize each other a little bit because it's in their nature, I guess. Yeah, so that's the duck update of the day. Okay. So I have this device now. This device means I can get that stuff. Snowfox hover pad. Need a wiring kit. Oh, fuck. How do I keep doing this? Why is it so easy to get stuck in this game? That really it should not be that easy. What was that? Oh. Stalactites. So that would be a spot for a spy pangling. Still haven't built one. Try to look for some silver and then head back and build a wiring kit. Love throwing snowballs in video games for zero reason. Okay, now I can build the Snow Fox. Before I could only build the launch pad, I guess. Well, while I'm here, I may as well go to that spot that I couldn't get to. Maybe something important will be there. Oh, wait a minute. Now, I don't know if I was ever here. Wait. Was I here during the Lost episode? I don't think I think I might have done this on a previous video. Because I'm starting to forget what was in the Lost episode of Subnautica. For those that don't know, for the uninitiated, for those that have only watched my poo-poo videos, I'm talking about the haha funny poo-poos. Get your mind out of the gutter. The thing I'm trying to say is, I don't know what I did then and what I didn't do then. So I'm kind of confused now. Well, if you haven't seen this, this is a base on the surface, and there's important plot stuff that I couldn't tell you about. Obviously, there's disease, there's alien, there's fish, and that's just the beginning, really. As soon as I read the cliff notes, I'll let you know. Ore vein? Resources behind loose rock. Oh. What do you mean to launch the fucking resources? In other words, the ore vein is another place to get stuck on. The mud vein is from when rock music was stuck. But that's a completely different conversation. I kind of think it's stuck now, too, truthfully. Not like there are, I mean mainstream rock. I'm not talking about like, there's plenty of rock that's good. There's, well, I mean, geez, there's igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, there's, volcanic, obsidian, I mean, there's so many good rocks. But mainstream rock, what is it? 21 Pilots? Imagine Dragons? I don't need to imagine them. There's video games where you can fight them. Now listen, these hilarious jokes will eventually cost a premium of $5.99 per year. Note, this is not true. Again, there are times I'd love to just let something like that linger, but then I know that there are people that would believe, well, I guess he's charging soon. I always knew it would come to this. 11 years. I called it 11 years ago, and I'm right! Premium content only. Man, I could go for some feet right about now. Oh, well, this is fortunate. Oh, this is like that cool scene in The Last Jedi when Rey picks up the rocks so that everyone can be saved. When Luke Skywalker earlier was like, the Force is more than just picking up rocks! Or whoever said that, I don't remember. Maybe it was an irony thing. So, I don't remember how to get to that other area now. Is it through here, perhaps? No. That's interesting. It's very interesting that I can't find... You know, it's not surprising that I can't find my way there. Oh. No, this isn't anything. Well, again, if memory serves, there is, in fact, a spot somewhere on the second level that required this to clear the rocks. Wow, I'm a dumbass. It wasn't rocks, it was crates. Boy, the gravity gun from Half-Life 2, this is not. Hidden supply cache. Cash. I don't need flares. I definitely don't need flares. I'll take a wiring kit, though. That would be a cool thing to find right now. No! The game just said. Okay, so I still have to go back and make a wiring kit. I will deposit these materials. Record store day is next week, just to harp on about one of my interests. And there's a list of, that basically is like exclusive releases on vinyl. And I'm usually not...
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
I'm usually not all that arsed to go pick up a specific one. And honestly, I didn't really see anything good that I, like, needed, except the Rolling Stones' Hot Rocks, which is a very good compilation album, like 1963 to 1971. It was one of the first CDs I ever owned. And I just wore that shit out. It's really good. And I think they're doing a reissue of that. So that's the one I'd pick up. Even though I could, like, you know, just say, you know, okay, Siri, Alexa, Google, Spoogle, Xbox, PlayStation, Spider-Man. I could say, okay, play the Rolling Stones, and it would. And I don't need to put on a big, you know, circle, a wax circle. But I guess it's part of the collection thing, and like I said on a previous episode, the ritual of it, and the analog sound. There's a couple reasons. I like the art. I like displaying the art. So, that's a nice thing to have, too. But anyway. I don't know if rock music at the moment is doing anything particularly risky. I don't think it's expanding. You have bands like Gizzard who definitely try new things. Tame Impala went pop, like really pop. Not that it's bad. I think it's actually really smartly written shit, mostly. But I don't know. It kind of lost some of its appeal for me. I'd still see them again live because they're good live, but they're not really they're not hitting that emotional resonance the same way they used to. And I don't think they sold out. I think they're selling out Madison Square Garden is what they're doing. And I think that's great. Kevin Parker deserves that shit. He worked hard. He knew what he was doing. He wrote some catchy-ass songs with some good emotion behind them. But I'm kind of at the point now where the journey he's on and the journey I'm on we've parted ways a bit. That's okay. That happens sometimes with artists. I'll still listen to their next album a bunch. Whatever it is, I'm sure I will be listening to it many times. But in terms of risk-taking and breaking through a little bit of the monotony of the same sounding stuff, yeah, those guys aren't doing it. Pond is kind of doing it a little bit more, but I think it varies album to album. I'm sure there's going to be recommendations for a million rock bands, and I'm always willing to hear about, and I've heard plenty, like Spotify in and of itself has thrown me plenty of recommendations. If you want to throw some really good rock bands that are current, that have like just a couple albums that are pushing the barriers of rock a little bit, or at least trying to evolve themselves, post a comment. I'd be interested. That said, I also do like to find music on my own time and not necessarily listen to every suggestion I get, because I'd be listening to nothing but suggestions over and over again, so. Sometimes the right song just comes into your life at the right time. In order to build the Snow Fox, I'm not really sure what I'd need. Let's see if we got a blueprint. I've got the repair pad. Battery, lubricant, titanium. Okay, the lubricant's the tough part. I mean, it's really not, but... it's the only thing I don't have. So go get some of that real quick. I feel like there was some other gaming news. I obviously talked about the Switch OLED, which I'm very much lukewarm at best about. Okay, I'll head back now. There is another thing though, wasn't there? There's something gaming related. I'm looking now online. DLSS coming to Red Dead 2? No, that wasn't it. I read an article about Darkest Dungeon 2, and it's like Oregon Trail. Oregon. And that looks cool. Very excited for that. I'm not really sure what else I wanted to talk. It is the 21st anniversary of Final Fantasy IX, which is a nice thing to celebrate. Resident Evil Village shipments and digital sales top 4.5 million. That seems pretty good. I think deserved. I think well deserved. It's nice to see a AAA game from a long standing series both honor its history and push a little bit into weird directions. It's not a perfect game, but it was welcome. It was highly welcome. Whatever DLC they're working on for that, it's almost a guarantee I would play it. And I don't always feel that way. about games I like. Sometimes I finish a game I like and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I don't really want to play the DLC. Like like Blasphemous. Cool game. I feel like I got the most out of my gaming experience without needing to play more. So how the fuck do I even make the snow fox? Guess maybe on the, I'll see what happens. Maybe it's on the platform itself. One more thing in regards to Dad Rock. But YouTube decided to recommend me because I've been watching some Floyd documentary stuff. And they recommended me Roger Waters bitching and moaning and yelling at the audience for 10 minutes straight. And I watched it. And I got almost nothing out of it. But I couldn't stop watching it. I mean, it's how we got the album The Wall. And to be fair, if you're doing a concert and you're playing your nice acoustic song that you like and that other people like, and people are setting off loud fireworks, perhaps you too would snap a little bit if they just kept setting off fireworks. But that's kind of a famous story at this point. The story of how the wall came to be and the whole thing about separation from the artist and the audience. But you knew that. Obviously, everyone is a Pink Floyd fan. A little indie band that no one's ever heard of. Oh, well, there it is. Might throw an upgraded battery in this thing, if at all possible.
Hypothermia imminent.
Yeah. Icicle falling on head. Okay, this thing's got a little bit of wacky camera happening. What the hell happened? I don't know where I'm going. So, I'm going to use my navigational instincts. That's right. I have 0.2 navigational instincts. It's like when you know, before you're born, the meta you gets to choose. Your higher self, or your lower self, or whatever self is up there, or whatever, you know. and you're rolling your stats for life. One thing I've noticed, those stats aren't exactly even across the board, are they? There's some cruel jokes that happen across the universe. You know what? We'll just give this one stat point. Doesn't seem fair. But yeah, my stat point for navigation in video games, probably a 0. Or yeah, just a decimal. I mean, we have a thing on this earth where we like to blame you know, a lot of things, sometimes rightly so, on like the leaders or parents or local influences. Why don't we go back to blaming that thing before we were born? What is it? God? Yes, this is that. Yep, I'm going there during a Subnautica fucking video. I think his name is, let's say, it's just some guy in a suit, right? And he's got a team of people. And he just, like, his name is Gus. And he's up there. And whenever, like, a soul sperm comes his way, you know, around, like, over the desk, like, through paperwork or whatever, Gus does not give a shit about his job anymore. Gus has been there for an eternity with no pay raise. In fact, no pay whatsoever. And so Gus just, like, screws things up accidentally sometimes, and also, like, kind of intentionally, because Gus is just sick of it. So I think we should go back to blaming Gus for more of our problems, because it's completely random what you look like, where you were born. It's like the RimWorld ideology expansion, as mentioned earlier. You don't, you know, if you were born in Philly, then you're not a Yankees fan, more than likely. But you're born in New York, go Yankees! And then you wear the Yankees hat as you scalp the children's Pokemon cards. But these are just some thoughts I have from time to time. I still think I need that spy penguin. I've been avoiding building one because I just didn't think it would be necessary, or didn't know if it would be necessary. It might be necessary. The same ladder? Mm-hmm. Yep, this is nice. Just get lost. I don't know how I did a complete circle there, but... Okay, now we correct. was gonna try to use the updraft again. I can tell you straight away, this is my least favorite part of Subnautica Below Zero so far.
New technology acquired.
Jump module. Question is, do I need to find a repair pad to make the jump module? Excuse me. Really gotta work out a mute hotkey for when my bodily noises remind you that I am in fact a human being and not a sentient AI algorithm. Who's leaving all these supplies around? It's like, well, I know you need to set up base, but you just left half of your food supply in some random, like, ice fjord.
Did the person who worked here also live in storage?
If you're not cheating, then you won't mind if I record this conversation. Is that right?
I have nothing to hide.
Then what were you whispering about with Vin?
Nothing. That guy is so lawful good, it's annoying.
Wait, so you were
Huh?
trying to cheat?
But no cheating.
Vin!
So, what does it matter?
Your route, I'm in.
To team morale. If you can cheat in the game, how can they trust you out there?
I'm sorry, did you feel left out? Perhaps you would like to make a deal.
Ugh, Parvin, no. You're shameless. You really never give up, do you?
I don't. That's true. Have a manual put that in my next eval. Very persistent. My dearest Adeline and Rosita. Not dearest. Who says that anymore? Adeline, Rosita. Everything on the mission is going very well. Do you see now? Your doubts were unfounded. I am loved here, and... no.
What happened here?
I sense many things here. Death among them.
Whoa.
My dearest Papa, it's embarrassing. I want to apologize. Okay, no, that's taking things too far. I know we didn't leave things on the best note, but I want you to know I love you and I miss you. I don't know why I say the things I say sometimes. They just come out. I was going to send you a message saying how great everything is here and how everyone loves me. I've had a promotion to a very important security dossier. I'm treated like a hero. But really, this is a cold, wet planet. The scientists are full of themselves. There's no action to speak of. The only thing I look forward to is weekly games of Alien Intruder, but more than that, of coming home to you. I am sorry for all the times I did not appreciate you, of our family, or the good life we had. And I can't send this. What's the use?
I mean, it's cool that he recorded his decision-making process, at least. So now we will have that for all time. Lubricante. Isn't that a Final Fantasy IV villain? Lubricante? You know, Loki, I'm really getting kind of tired of this cat and mouse game we've been playing around the Rosie.
My investigation of the fire excavation site, including the cave entrance and surrounding area, revealed minor cosmetic
Who's
damage to
Rosie?
our
Why is there a
survey
ring?
equipment and
No one knows.
structural damage to the natural cave entrance and supports. Resulting debris prevents cave access without heavy excavation equipment. Only foot access is currently possible. We are reporting two
Tarantino would be happy with that.
Pavan Ivanov and Samantha Ayu. Both bodies were found beneath the rubble at the cave entrance. Ivanov had just entered the cave. The prints were still visible by the entrance. Deeper into the cave, Ayu appeared to have sustained a fall. Poor souls. What was Ayu doing? Nothing in her file suggests a history of vandalism or carelessness. And yet, I can only conclude that the cause of the collapse was employee negligence. We will need to investigate a possible connection to the explosive damage reported at Omega Lab. If there is a connection, who is responsible?
Previous guy. I mean, you saw his portrait. I mean, it fits the trope. Would love to be wrong on that one. Damn, this thing's fucking huge. Let's get them green pustules on it. Frozen Leviathan teeth. Sharp teeth for tearing through flesh and bone. Lots of room for a brain, but it's mostly bone and fat. Kara infection pustule. Environmental conditions and subtle mutations suggest that this variant of the Kara bacterium's rate of transmission is somewhat lower than that of the widespread outbreak previously reported on 4546b. Bacteria's capacity to survive for a long period of time off the Leviathan's corpse suggests highly efficient saprophytic properties. Ah, yes, that word. Read that word at least once a week. Scans indicate that the pustules are merely the visible component of a dense bacterial network feeding off of the dead cells of the Leviathan. So I knew there was a natural selection 2, and natural selection in general, component and crossover with this. I had no idea about the dead cells one. Bad joke. Okay, go home. Bad joke. there's a sample area up there. There's some of that hydrochloric acid. Found this thing buried in the glacier. Gave someone a hell of a fright. Turns out it was walking around 1,000 years ago when it fell through the ice. It was infected with the Carabacterium, the aggressive disease which wiped out the architects and almost life on the planet. It is unclear whether the mutated Cara pustules present are responsible for the ultimate demise of the creature. Since the enzyme cure was released on 4546b, the bacterium has been all but eliminated. Rare specimens like these provide our only live source. Research on the bacterium has been transferred to the secure Omega laboratory, while further research on the creature will be conducted at the excavation site. Nothing here could go wrong. It would have been cool if there was a skeleton in there. So I want to go back up there for a moment. Requires injectable container to function. Where could that be? Don't worry, the fall damage was minuscule, minimal. It was mescaline. Gotta find the sample to put in there, I would imagine.
Patrol log, excavation site, day 33, morning. I thought I saw something moving on the screen, but it was just that I sneezed. Wiped it off. Fred's not convinced the Leviathan is really dead, but I've never even seen it blink. Nevertheless, I am now undertaking the mandatory foot patrol. Inside the cave, confirming a whole lot of nothing. Creatures still dead. Cave still boring. I miss the mining site. At least you could talk to people. Oh, wait now. What's this? A rock! I found an interesting rock. That makes 3 this week. The others will be happy to have a friend. Concluding patrol. Perimeter secured. Nothing to report. End log.
Yeah. Good. Okay. I don't know what to do here. If there is more to do here. It wants sample analysis, or at least there's a spot for some kind of sample. I don't have it. Oh, please hold. Okay. Well, it looks like this is a spot I'm gonna have to come back to later. It also looks like someone never even built the snow fox in the thing I watched, and they just used the mech suit punch with drill. Hooray. And yeah, that seemed to be good enough. Also, the person I watched made a little base out here. I just threw it on for a minute. Guess I could kind of do the same. How does one enter a multi-purpose room like this? No, you get free stairs. Man, wasn't there a bulkhead? Interior modules. Or, the specific door I'm looking for. Hatch wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. It would work, but... Bulkhead, titanium times 3. So I just need to eat the floppy peppers and everything, and we'll be fine. Y'all got any of that titanium? Alright, probably outside. Build a fabricator. I'm gonna try to build a spy pengling. I don't know if that's what I have to do next, because the video was 10 hours long and my skipping around meant that it was like, oh, here's 20 minutes later. Each time. It's not likely served only to confuse me further. But we'll see. Maybe I'll build that spy pengling after all.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter. Hypothermia imminent.
Okay. Yeah, it just becomes a hatch.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
I mean, just open a window. Need quartz times 2. So I can build a little solar panel. And then fabricator. And then hopefully spy pingling. Also, this thing needs some charging. Could probably just build another repair pad here. I probably will do that. I mean, I'm not crazy about the surface stuff, but I like a little bit more now. Just need one more quartz. That doesn't work. Fuck. Whoa. Ah, Snow Fox, please, you're supposed to hover. Not get stuck. Titanium. No, I need quartz. Mate. I hope that noise was that thing I just fought. Did I just drop my headlamp?
Hypothermia imminent.
Fuck. Keep forgetting about the temperature thing. Don't access upgrades. No, no, no. Don't. No. Not. No. Access upgrades. I mean, I'm lucky that I built that thing, but I wouldn't have died if I didn't try to find materials for that thing. Yes, this was a big brain moment. Game's a little stingy with the quartz. I say finding a quartz. Wait, that might have been the... That might have been the one I found before. I think it is. Okay, that did not help me. Because that was the one that I lost. Here's a location for a spy pangling. Yes, because my character cannot crouch. Oh look, there's quartz over there. This looks like a cave where one might find quartz. Nah, just lube. This was kind of reminding me of the ice area in Secret of Mana, which is an ice area I'm particularly fond of. Especially the ice area music. I'll tell you that, that composer, Kikuta, I believe, Hiroki Kikuta, I believe is the composer for Secret of Mana. It's a hell of a composer. Did I just lose the area? No, right? No, it's right here. Okay. These are some big, open, outdoor areas, but... it's, you know, you can navigate them if you're not me. Oh, I need copper ore. Yeah. Magnetite. That's not what I want right now. Don't want to drop it though. Just need one of these coppers. It's kind of funny how this whole thing became kind of an ordeal. just to find a couple of the most basic ingredients in the game. We have power.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Oh, fuck. The fabricator... Shit. The fabricator takes some ingredients. Oh, man. Alright. I really need to make that spy pangling. I think. So it's 2 copper, 2 quartz. That's what has to get done. Whoa, time to get dizzy. So that's silver. That just doesn't work. I need copper, not silver. Yeah, I can't grab these. Oops, all silver. Any natural materials here? Any quartz, maybe? Well, there's the copper from before. That's going to be helpful. Yeah, now the tough part is finding quartz. Something that is usually not so difficult. Oh, that regenerates. Okay, so those ingredients regenerate, those ore veins. But finding quartz is the problem. Also running out of snow fox energy could be a problem too. At least it's daylight. Try to find some quartz. There's titanium. Going to need that. In fact, I'm just gonna build the thing. I was gonna call it the Silver Fox. Quentin Tarantino's father. Oh, I can't build that. I don't have a wiring kit. Never mind. I can build the wiring kit if I get 2 more quartz. Apparently, after Tarantino was successful, his father tried to capitalize on his fame by becoming a silver fox or something. I don't know. Some fucking bizarre story behind that. I think Red Letter Media covered it. They usually do. The rarest ingredient of all time. This looks like a cave. As I said earlier, that would have lots of quartz, and yet there is 0 quartz. Okay, never mind then. Oh god. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. Just the other side of that area, I wonder. There was an area I was wondering about. Let's see. Looks like a shortcut. Maybe. Well, it looks like some of this area is connected via this underwater passage. But I know there was another suspicious looking area. Bish. Oh, my beacon is still over there from where I died. Well, that could be helpful. This map is a little hard to read. Like, a visual read, I mean. Bloop. Definitely want to try to follow this cave system as far as I can, and this might be me going backwards again. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. But I think there's something important here. Or at the very least, a shortcut. So there's this area. There's this area. It's not exactly the shortcut I was thinking it was. There's still that suspicious looking area at the entrance to this. There's that FTL sound. Fuck, where am I? Okay. I've not been down here yet. I think that's a reason to throw a flare. Feels like a good enough reason. Gonna save again, just in case I get stuck on something. So fucking easy to get lost.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
So it's this fucking spot again. Even just looking on this map here, I don't see an outlet. Just gonna go back to my snow fox. I was gonna call it pengling. All right, back to my snow fox. It is. Go back that way. Still my least favorite part of the game. Just icicles just falling on you randomly, that's fun. Just take damage. I've reached the part of the of the commentary now where it's just sonic noises. I regret to inform you. Oh look. More quartz, but I can't get to it because I need a spy pangling. Not that I'm even sure that's what I need to do. I just saw that I skipped around a video and the person used the spy pangling after getting to that giant Leviathan. Sometime after that. So I figured, well, maybe that's what I have to do. We're going in circles? Yabba dabba, you can bet the fuck we are. Hey, can you wait a minute? I'm trying to pick up the I'm trying to pick up the ingredient from your children. Thanks. You could just wait out there. I'll be quick. Smart. Smart decisions all around. Yeah, just stand there and get mauled! Yeah. Stop! Stop, I need to get in there. I need to, get the thing. I need the tuft of hair, I think. And never mind that I just shot it out of a fucking cannon. It's in here somewhere. Part of the family now. Come on, I'm part of the family. I didn't see it. Just fucking disappeared. So there's plenty of magnetite up here. That is where it is. Mostly. Yeah, magnetite, no quartz, though. It's like lead being the rarest fucking ingredient in this game. Probably need to repair this thing.